Landing pages are the gateway to your product. So in this video, I'm going to look at landing pages of few companies that have launched recently on Product Hunt. And in the end, I'm going to show you one landing page which is really good, and that's something that can serve as an inspiration for any product that you want to build in the future. Alright, so here I'm on the page of Product Hunt, and what I have done is selected the month of June 2025. It's a random selection, and I'll be looking at products which have 1000+ votes. So let's look at the first product, which is Chronicle cursor for slides. Now let's see what this is about. When I click on it, I can see that they have 2 launches so far, and let me see the recent launch, which is here. Now this is their website. So far it looks good. I like the neatness around here. You can see they have got product, our story, then pricing right here, and these 2 buttons are all the same visual weight. They change the color only when you hover over them. Now here's the difference. On the website here, they have mentioned impactful stories made effortlessly, and what I see on the Product Hunt launch, which is stunning presentations with AI, no design skills required. Now this is what communicates what the product does. I understand that they are about presentations with AI, and so I don't really need to be a designer. Perfect. I am not a designer. Let's see what this is about. This is what I would have expected to reflect on this header section as well. So that's one of my observations that I have been seeing. A lot of people stick to the words like seamless, flawless, effortless. That doesn't really communicate anything that the product does. Try and use things that communicate what your product is about. Alright, I can see featured and seen in. So this is a social proof. I can understand that they have been talked about in the media. So it adds a little bit of credibility. Good to have here. But this is right after the first fold, and so maybe in another place, but for now it's okay. Introducing widgets. So this seems like screenshots of something. Here's an inspiration board. Alright, maybe these are screenshots from their product or how to create presentations. Maybe something about that. But this particular section is not super clear. I don't know what widgets really mean in this case. Built for business feels like play. If you see so far on this page, I don't know if I've missed it somewhere. Maybe here on the top section they do have it here. Chronicle is a modern format of presentations. This is the only place really where they have used the word presentations, and then after that I don't see it anywhere else. They do have an option to try for free, so my guess is they have a free pricing plan. So if you click on pricing, you can see that they've got free plan. I don't know what this gap is about. I just noticed one thing. I think this is like a presentation, maybe a demo of their product, because I can click on this as a slide, and probably why the UI felt a little different. Although the text and the accessibility on the screen is kind of weird, because I may have to click on this and then it expands maybe, and then it becomes like a presentation in itself. This is an interesting concept. Basically use your own product to showcase what it does. So they have got the FAQs in a presentation format, which is interesting because they've got nice smooth animations here. The only problem with this is when you look at a first glance, the accessibility is kind of lost. So unless you click on it and you go to each plan like this, so I am sort of scrolling through. So if you click on this arrow buttons, it will scroll through, but in the first glance this is kind of difficult to read. This is something that I missed in the beginning. This particular section seems to be like the canvas that you will see after logging in. So I was trying this out, and I can see that they have an option to close this window, so it's acting like a window, and then you have an option to add text and then image, trends, people, embeds, timeline. All these actions don't result into anything, but I also see some collaborative aspect because they've got the bubbles here at the top, and these are different people trying to edit, I feel. I don't know what's the difference between this and you trying a presentation in Canva, Prezi, or all the tools that are out there. I'm not sure what's the value add for this kind of product. The other thing that I would have loved to see is, are they creating a presentation out of a prompt, or it is simply by just you designing it from scratch? So that's something that I could not really get from this landing page at all. Let's move on to the second one, and the second one is Chat for Data, which is ChatGPT for web scraping. If you see, the first one is cursor for slides, and now we have ChatGPT for web scraping. This is a landing page. Interesting. You've got the logo here. Logo is a bit noisy, and then they've got about us, contact us, user manual. User manual is interesting to be there at the very top, and here's the hero section. Get any web data you need, just chat. That's interesting. That's telling something about the the product directly. Notice how there is no word like effortless, seamless, flawless. Those are not the words that are used here. Extract structured data from any website just by chatting with AI, no coding required. Also very interesting. It basically communicates exactly what the product does, which I'm hoping is exactly what the product should be doing. And then they've got the social proof here. They've got the credibility of product hunt launches that's mentioned there at the top, which is nice. We've got a screenshot here, and this is basically showing how the product will look like. Extract data from current web page. And then we have more web data, less hassle. 3 clicks is all it takes. Get data 10x faster with presets. So far the messaging is clear. They have explained what the product is doing, so that's nice. And here at the bottom they have explained how it works. So you install it and then you sign up and then you chat with websites to get data. And some of the examples that I see here is I want to extract search result list. What is the other one here? They have the example extract data from the current web page and then it converts it to a table. So it starts extracting the data and it creates a table for you. But so far the product has managed to communicate what it can do. Although I don't have a trial of the product itself, like I have to add it to Chrome first. Would have loved a nice demo of how they can use that own product on this page and see if they can extract the data and see it for myself without having to download the Chrome extension. So giving a way for a user to try the product before doing any other action is actually a pretty good way to lock the user in. So I wish they would have done something like that, but overall this is a very good landing page which communicates exactly what the product is doing. So let's go on to the next one, which is Pally. Pally is AI relationship management. Interesting. All your connections across your socials. Now when I go to their website, let's see what the landing page looks like. Nice. Interesting logo, interesting font choices, by the way. They have all small letters, no caps anywhere. AI relationship management, all your pals from all your socials. So far, this section does not really communicate what it can really do, because what is AI relationship management from all your socials? The first 2 lines are not too clear for me because it could mean so many things, but they have the next one, which is Pally helps you keep track, search across and build relationships with the people that matter most. Also not very helpful in telling what the product is about. So let's scroll down. We have backed by founders and builders from, okay, so the founders of these companies have invested in this company and they have download now, watch our launch video. I guess in the launch video, they'll explain how the product really works. The thumbnail that you see for the video looks kind of boring compared to the landing page's vibe. So the landing page has a different vibe. It has got all these colors and beautiful looking thing. And then when you see the screenshot here, you can see looks like a boring dashboard for some reason. So yeah, that's one thing there. And here we have more information about this product. A fully featured personal relationship management platform. So connect every platform. So that's the first thing. Share your network, complete data privacy, searchable notes. Definitely is leaning towards more into professional side and less of your friends and family. So my guess is they want to build it in such a way that you are able to extract maximum out of your network, if that's making sense. So it's a $30 per month. That's a pricing plan. It's definitely interesting. It's for those people who want to always maximize most out of their network, I guess, and might make sense for some people, but this doesn't seem for me. They have some vibe going on, but then their messaging in the first hero section is not super clear. Let's go on to the next one. The product is called 20. It's a modern open source CRM alternative to Salesforce. Let's look at their landing page. Very interesting. I like when someone does design like this, which is out of the ordinary. We don't have all the colorful things. It's just black and white. The page just feels clean. It says the #1 open source CRM. Very clear. People know what a CRM nowadays. I don't think you have to explain CRM anymore. Modern, powerful, affordable platform to manage your customer relationships. And then they have 2 action buttons here. Get started and talk to us. It's a debatable thing on what kind of action should be there on your landing pages these days. Talk to us is kind of an old way of getting leads. In today's day and age, I would just have get started, let the people experience the product, let them try it out, even if it means it comes at certain expense. If you allow people to try out your product a little bit, even if it's on the landing page or after signing up, it convinces the user a little bit more. Their subheading is modern, powerful, affordable platform to manage your customer relationships. When you go down, you get some screenshot of views, permissions, data model, workflows, and these are just screenshots. I don't think you can do anything here, but they have highlighted the most important features, I guess. And as you scroll down, you can see an operating system for your customer data. So far, this is an interesting and nicely designed landing page, I would say. It is explaining what the product is doing. My only concern is this is yet another CRM. What is a differentiating factor other than it being open source? I'm not able to get that here because everything else is done by all other CRMs. Considering there are so many CRMs out there, I'm really not sure what is the point of yet another CRM. Now, this is the landing page that I was talking about. It is by ElevenLabs. Now, I'm saying it is well designed, not perfect. Not all landing pages can be same and they cannot be perfect either. Their taglines are now most realistic voice AI platform, tells you exactly what the platform is about. But the beauty of the landing page is in the next section, which is where you can try the product right away. So for example, here you can see text to speech. This is their feature 1. They have the second feature, which is speech to text. They have third feature, which is conversational AI, and you get the idea. Basically, you can add the text here and they have already pre-filled the text. So you don't have to come think about a text that you want to type here. So I like when the landing pages give a thought about how the user would use this. So you have pre-filled it, which means I don't have to do any thinking now, but I can still see how the product works. So let's try this out, and this is a text and you can simply click on play.
Lived a dragon named Zephyros.
At this time, you're not signed up, you're not logged in, there is no commitment to pay, and yet you get to see the product in action. In the age of AI-powered products, if you can provide a demo of your product on the landing page, you should. If you can allow users to try your product without any commitments of sign up or payments, you should. And that really increases the chances of the customer's conversion because they can experience the product before even committing to anything else. If you know landing pages that have really caught your attention, let me know in the comments. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.